Enumerate the important changes taking place in Indian business environment, and state the impact of emerging rural markets on business in India. Now the answer. Introduction. Understanding business environment is very important for any organization, because that nature of business environment is highly dynamic and complex. The environment in which a business operates is full of opportunities, as well as threats. An organization formulates its business strategies in such a way that it is able to capitalize on the available opportunities and protect itself from the threats which the environment may be posing.
India business environment. India, with its consistent progression and adequate profoundly skilled manpower, delivers outstanding prospects for investments. India is the most populous democracy and 10th most significant economy in the world. India is the 4th most extensive economy all over the world when it comes to purchasing power priority. India features a federal system of government with distinct demarcation of powers between the central government and the state governments. India has liberalized and articulated foreign exchange controls. Rupee is readily convertible on current accounts. For FDI, profits earned, dividends and proceeds out of the SAIC investments are fully repatriable. India incorporate a great socio-economic class and 55% of its population is below the age of 25. High economic growth and escalating per capita income has resulted into higher growth in the national market, which is the prime growth engine for Indian marketplace. Government of India highly emphasizes on the development of information in highways, ports, railways, airports, power, telecom etc. Government is constantly looking for domestic and foreign private investment for infrastructure sector development. Impact of emerging rural markets on business in India. The scenario of business environment in India is changing at a fast speed. Some of these changes are caused by the developments taking place within India and some have been influenced because of certain global developments. It is one of the important features of emerging scenario of business environment in India. Emerging rural market. Rural markets are growing importance in the marketing planning exercise of many leading consumer goods manufacturers. Rural markets are tomorrow's markets, and increasingly large number of companies are today turning to expand the scope of their business operations. Let us examine the reasons of growing interest of business enterprises in the rural markets in India. Markets are now becoming increasingly competitive and even getting saturated for many products. In such a situation, the growth-oriented firms are exploring new markets for their existing products. Rural markets are the new markets which are opening up for most of these goods. Companies like Hindustan Levers, Brook Bond, Lipton, Colgate, Palmolive etc. have since long realized the potential that existed for their products in rural areas and had gone out to penetrate rural markets. These companies developed products and their distribution packages specially to cater to the needs of rural customers. They expanded their distribution network and even employed cycle salesmen, who could go out in rural areas, and motivate rural buyers to use the products. Rural markets are today offering growth opportunities to the firms who have attained saturation in their sales in urban markets because of intensive competition. The growth of rural markets can also be attributed to the socio-economic changes sweeping the rural areas in a big way. The productivity of the farm sector has increased substantially with the application of modern technology. The yield per acre of land and per animal has also increased following Green Revolution and White Revolution respectively. The efforts of the government through the integrated rural development programs have brought about improvements in education, health, modern farming practices and cooperative marketing which have emerged as pillars of rural development. These efforts have also resulted in the development of village industry and craft. All these changes have resulted in more income, higher aspiration and changing lifestyles in rural India. The process of social change in the rural sector has also fueled by the reach of television and radio in these areas which covers more than 90% of the Indian population. The cable TV, Doordarshan and video culture has brought complete social transformation in the rural India. Another major technology that has influenced a socio-economic change in the rural sector is the Gobar gas project. This project recycles the animal and human waste into a fuel which is piped to the households and used as cooking gas and for electrification purposes. Now the women folk need not spend several hours in search of fuel for cooking food for the family. This has given more leisure time to the rural women which they can spend with their family members and can use it to supplement their household income. Conclusion. From the above scenario, business environment means the surrounding which have a direct or indirect bearing on the business activities. The scenario of business environment is changing at a fast speed in India. The emerging rural markets in India are providing greater opportunities to business organizations which are very keen to enter these untapped areas.